I love sandwiches. There you go, there's my big attention-grabbing opening statement for this video. You can tell I've brought my sparkle to this one. See, I thought long and hard about something to open with, and you can tell that I've decided to go deep, so I'm going to say it again. I love sandwiches, and I'm pretty sure you love sandwiches too, and if you don't, then you've never actually sandwiched properly. You must be sandwiching all wrong. I love the bread. Oh my God, do I love the bread. It's like the most joyous of packaging, but it's the filling that counts, isn't it? See, we can have the best bread in the world, but you get the filling wrong and there's questions. See, there's a fine line between too much and not enough. Mayo, butter, maybe both, maybe neither. Cheese, meat, both, neither. Salad, huge decisions. To egg or not to egg. See, you get it right, you're in sandwich heaven. You get it wrong and you're going to know all about it. Now, you might be watching thinking, you can't just come here, Gavin, and speak about sandwiches. I can, and I am. As great leaders say, with great sandwiches comes great responsibility. See, they're right, especially if you're the one making the sandwiches for everyone else. The pressure of sandwichship these days is huge because all eyes are on you. Your entire legacy will be judged upon your sandwichship. Do not quote me, people, but I think it was Maya Angelou who said most people won't remember what you say or what you do, but they will remember how you made their sandwiches. I think it was her. Sandwiches are life. A bold statement, I know. You see, we're born, we live, we die. A life and death sandwich. You see, it's the middle, though, that is up for grabs. The filling is life itself, and truly living life to the full is not always guaranteed or definite. See, we all like different fillings, but the most exciting part is you get to choose your own. Over time, you begin to understand what you like, what works for you, what you want more of, what makes you want to puke. You get a little more daring and adventurous with your filling, and sometimes all we want is just ham or just cheese, which is fine if you want a dull sandwich. But if life's a sandwich and you're the sandwich maker, why not fill it with epic ingredients? If your sandwich is rubbish or not exciting enough or full of cucumber, why not start experimenting, adjust the filling, try something new, discover new flavours, drop the bland and upgrade the ingredients? It's hard though. It's hard if you're leading the filling decisions for everyone else, right? Buffet style. Sandwichship is, of course, not just about you. You're important, but it's also about encouraging others to try something new, something different. But you know, and I know, not everyone likes onion or hummus. And they'll tell you, won't they? Oh my God, do they tell you? Even when you get it right, there's not going to be enough for everyone, ever. Sandwich conflict. It's real, people, and it can take its toll. Staying humble but remaining confident with our fillings is the key. Sometimes we need to accept that apple and cheese in a sandwich is weird. Yeah, weirdly delicious. Middles matter. But it's not just sandwich, middles are everywhere. From a young age, we're taught that every great story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. We always remember the ending, but just like sandwiches, we need middles. It's where the bulk of the story rests. It holds the reader's attention, but most importantly, it's where we reach the climax or the turning point of the story. And if the middle is delicious, the reader remains invested. One of the biggest issues that novelists work hard to avoid as they construct their stories is what's called the sagging middle. One of the toughest challenges in sandwichship is the sagging middle. If we don't prevent it over time, the buffet queue will shrink, the leftovers grow, and people start bringing their own in a Tupperware. Sticking to what they've always known. Self-doubt creeps in. Maybe you should have gone for sausage rolls instead. A real crowd pleaser, safe, albeit a crucial part of the sandwich journey. The middle is, however, the difficult part. And to combat that sagging middle requires more energy than normal, but it's entirely worth the effort. People begin to notice what you're building. They'll ask for your recipe. It feels good. There's no looking back with regret. And interestingly, do you know what the biggest regrets are? Well, in a nutshell, based on years of research by author Bronnie Ware, 1, not being true to yourself. 2, working too hard. 3, not having the courage to express your feelings. 4 is losing touch with great friends. And 5 is not letting happiness in more often. Not being true to yourself is literally the 1 regret in life. In other words, living a life of fitting in, conforming, doing what is expected by others. It's tuna mayo, people, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's no tuna crunch, is it? Sandwich dreams are slowly replaced with what is considered normal. It's easier this way. Less risk of ridicule, isn't there? Less risk of alienation, less risk of failure, but less fun. 5, not letting happiness in more often. Surprisingly common. So many of us don't realise until the end that happiness is often down to the choices we make. It's less a feeling and more a filling. Bronnie Ware discovered through her research that the fear of change had many pretending to others and to themselves that they were content with their lot, content with their filling. So what fillings are you choosing for yourself these days? What middles are you creating? Sandwichship styles may vary, but great sandwiches bring a versatile, hands-on, uniting, diverse customizable, creative and comforting experience for everyone. Basics will always matter, but true sandwichship challenges the status quo. It can take time to perfect, it can take convincing. Sometimes you accidentally serve a shit sandwich. Sometimes we need to invest in better ingredients. Sometimes the bread is past its best. Sometimes we need to be brave and cut it into triangles. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes it's crusts off. Sometimes all you need is a few crisps and nothing else. And sometimes we just deserve butter. Hit that subscribe button, people.